Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video I'm gonna talk to you guys about the October update that is coming out tomorrow on October 12th. So obviously these notes that I took are from the Battlefield live stream that just ended about 5 minutes ago. So I don't have all of the notes, but the notes will be live tomorrow. As soon as the update is confirmed and done, the patch notes will be released to the public, and obviously there's going to be a little bit more information on that, but I feel as though they talked about the most important points on the live stream, and I wanted to cover this as soon as possible to get that information out to you guys. So starting right off with the operations changes. So there will be no more 40-player operations. It's going to be 64 players only. This will make it much easier to find a match, seeing as there won't be two different types of operations per se. In the rotation, there's only going to be 64 players, so it's obviously going to be a lot quicker to find a match in operations as opposed to some people going in 40 players, some people going in 64, and then nobody finding any active games. And another one is operations will now be in the server browser. We have been asking for this forever, and it's finally coming out, so you're going to have a lot more of an easy time going into live operations game as opposed to just rolling the dice and hoping for the matchmaker to put you into a live operations game. So that's very, very fun. I like operations, but I could never find a live game of it, so that's why I never played it. So moving on, I just want to say that these aren't in a very specific order. They're kind of organized, but not all that much. I mean, I scribbled on a bunch of pieces of paper, but anyways, let's keep going. For concealed rescue, the down teammate will now drop a smoke when you spot him, telling him that you're going to go revive him, as opposed to before a teammate downed close to you would automatically drop a smoke. So this will help with server performance, and it's also going to give you the option on who you want to drop the smoke if multiple teammates are downed at once, or just decide if you want to drop the smoke or not. Next one is the stimulant syringe has been fixed. So before, the teammate that was revived with the stimulant syringe perk or specializations didn't get the actual speed boost for 7 seconds. Now this has been fixed. Service assignments, there was a bug that didn't track healing squad mates throughout the matches. You had to get them all in one round, which is, for my opinion, not very difficult, but I mean, now it's going to be tracked through multiple rounds, and you will not need to get them all in one single round. And there's also going to be a better response for assignment or service assignment tracking, so you should see better sync after you have gotten progress in that specific assignment that you're looking at, or the medals also, so you're going to see the update a lot quicker and it's going to sync better. Moving on to weapons and gadgets, Ottoman standard issue rifle is no longer the Martini Henry. They changed it to the Gavir 98. The tripwire HE bomb damage has been increased from 80 to 85, which is enough for you to get a kill assist, counts as kill, even if the enemy has the flak specialization active. Before, it would only do 72 damage, and it was quite frustrating trying to get the Mosin Nagant marksman, but now it should be a lot easier. Next, bayonet charge. So they brought a couple of changes to the bayonet charge. The first one being that you can press or hold the bayonet charge button to actually start the bayonet charge. If you use it on hold, you can actually just release the button and the bayonet charge will stop right then and there. But if you put it on press, as soon as you press, you have to commit to that bayonet charge. And the other one that they added was that you can now bind the bayonet charge to a different key than the melee button. So that's very interesting. It's going to make it a lot easier to actually determine whether you want to do a bayonet charge or a simple melee, because before, sometimes you would try and melee, but since you were sprinting, you would start a bayonet charge and run straight past the guy and to your unfortunate demise. So moving along here with my notes, a small change. Now when spawning in on a teammate, you see his health bar in the spawn screen, giving you a little bit more information on what his situation is, if he's getting shot or if he took some damage, or if he's in a sticky situation. You might not want to spawn on him. They also fixed the plane spawning. There was some issues with teammates trying to spawn on planes but not being able to, even though there was spots open. Also in Brusilov Keep, they spawned the bug that would make you spawn in fire and take damage straight off the spawn screen, so that was quite annoying. Moving on right away, there will be no more elites in TDM or domination. I made an entire video on this talking about this change and how happy I was for this. It's going to make TDM and domination a lot more skill based, as opposed to somebody having the upper hand with the elite classes in those game modes. So if you guys want to see that video, there will be a link in the description down below. The motion blur has been fixed. Now when you set it to 0%, it will actually be turned off, as opposed to right now how it is on the live servers. If you put it to 0%, it's still on and you still get that small FPS drop. So now you should see a little bit better performance if you turn it off. And there's also now an option to turn off chromatic aberration and film grain, which will also give you some FPS boosts. Next, they fixed the server lag. So we were having very bad server lag issues after the release of XP2, which is in the name of the Czar DLC. So they fixed that. They also added a new feature to the rent a server program. Admins can now move players. So that pretty much covers every pretty much important aspect of what they talked about in the Battlefield stream. They also talked about the Battlefield 1 1-year anniversary and the Battlefield 15-year franchise anniversary. So basically, what the information they gave for that is that there's one dog tag for each of those, and if you log in between October 12th and 16th, you will automatically get those tags. And also, for the whole month of October or something like that, you'll get double XP on Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, and Battlefield 1. So that pretty much covers the live stream that just ended with Jeff Braddock being the host of that, well, the main host. And obviously the patch notes are going to be a lot more complete tomorrow. If there's any more changes or important things, I'll probably just talk about them in a future video, and obviously I'll be on the battlefield checking out all those changes. Make sure to give some feedback on all of the changes on the forums, on Reddit or stuff like that. They want to hear what we have to say. But I mean, I think I've been rambling on for quite enough now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what change you are most looking forward to. You guys can also reach me on Discord if you haven't joined the Discord server. There's a link in the description. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do so. Don't forget to hit that notify bell. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.